Steve Sims, known as the real-life Wizard of Oz, prides himself on being true to himself, with this quality helping him earn a sense of trust with major influencers such as Elton John and Jay Abraham. But the one time he ignores his intuition to think that he needed to be someone else had him feel really uncomfortable at an event he was putting on, with this feeling of discomfort getting to a dangerously high level when walking towards two world-famous actors who he had invited to his event, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone.
I had this contract with this little car company called Ferrari, and they said, hey, we'd like you to come down to the Monaco Grand Prix, which at the time, and it still probably is, it's the densest square footage of billionaires in the planet. Now, let me be accurate. My party. I had thrown the party. I had curated the guest list. I had a guy that I was in this bar with, and of course I turned up, you know me, black t-shirt, leather jacket, crash helmet on the bar, sipping an old fashioned, and the guy turns around and says, did I hear that you're going down to Monaco with Ferrari? And I was like, yeah, that's my latest gig. And he turned around, oh, you know, how are you doing and what are you doing? I said, well, you know, and I was living in Switzerland at the time, and I went, well, I'm thinking of probably riding down there actually, because it'd be a cool experience to go from Geneva to Monaco, you know. He's like, you're going to turn up in Monaco on a motorbike? And I didn't have a car. And he went, oh, please tell me you're not turning up in a black t-shirt. And all of a sudden, I allowed all of this doubt in me to fester. And I think it was about 2 days later that I ran out and I got some suits. I'd actually bought a car, this vintage Ferrari. I remember buying an Audemars Piguet limited edition Royal Oak Offshore, had some kind of fancy face on it, and it was 50 grand. This was in 1997. I bought it to be the person that you wanted to see me to be in order to do business with me. I literally changed. And I turned up at this event, and it was like walking around in a suit of armor because it wasn't natural for me. And at the bar was Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger. At the time, what with Rocky, Terminator, and all these, the two biggest action movie stars in the globe. And I'm stood there between them with my drink, in my suit, with my tie done up. They're both in t-shirts, okay? And I'm stood there and I'm talking to them, and someone took a photograph. And as they took the photograph, I saw them take the photo, and I'm like, that's my money shot. That's the photograph I always want. And when I got home from Monaco, I got that photograph. And I realized I wasn't in it. This fake, this fraud was in it. Now, had I been in a black t-shirt, you know, maybe gone down there by motorbike, I'd have been able to relate to these guys. We'd have been able to be normal. We'd have been able to be natural. But no, because I turned up as someone superficial, trying to be someone that they were not. And I came out the other end, sold everything. I realized then, and this is where and I love that it's intuition, okay? Because intuition comes from within, and we've all got it, and we dull it down over the years. You know that better than I do. If this doesn't make your heart tick a little bit faster, if this is not the solution to your problem, if this isn't relatable, we'll be fine. I'm not going to change my bandwidth or my frequency to attract you, which is only going to attract the wrong people. So it taught me that lesson, and I just went back to being me.
After this hard lesson, Steve vowed to never ignore his intuition again to change who he was, no matter what situation he was in, with him talking on stages around the world about the importance of being who you are, so that you always surround yourself with the right people all the time. When you surround yourself with the right people, they are the ones who will genuinely want you to succeed, a lesson that Carl Wolf learned when thinking about doing a remix of a popular song from the 80s. How he trusted his intuition that led to him creating his greatest hit song to date can be seen in this video.